Hey YouTube, Unkert here. In this video, I want to look at some more string methods in Python. Now, Python has a ton of string methods, so I'm going to create a file, and I'm going to call it more underscore string underscore methods 1.py. Okay? We'll close out the sidebar there. And let's create a string. We'll call it my string, and we'll say, hello, my name is Tim. Okay. Now, if I want to transform this string to all uppercase, what I can do is I can do a print and do my string dot upper, like so. And now when I go and I run this, so I'm going to do Python 3 more string methods 1.py, and we see, hello, my name is Tim. We could also make it all lowercase. We could say my string dot lower. Okay. And if we run this, we'll get hello, my name is Tim, all in lowercase. We can also check if a string is all uppercase or all lowercase. So let's do print my string, and we'll do dot is lower. Okay. Now, this should be false because the H and the T are uppercase. Okay. And so we see false. Now, you notice that when I'm performing this method, it doesn't alter the string forever. It just temporarily changes it for this print statement. Okay. We could also do print, and we could chain methods. So we could do my string dot upper, and then dot is upper, and this will return true. Okay. So if I run this, I've got true now. Okay. Let's see, what else? We could even change a chain to a point of chaining multiple times. So we could do something that's a little bit pointless. So let's go here, and I'll delete this stuff. And I'm going to create another string. Let's just say it's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain a few methods together. So I'm going to say my string dot upper. Okay, so that's going to transform it to uppercase. Dot lower. That's going to transform it back to lowercase. And then we'll do is upper. Okay, and that's going to check if it's uppercase, and now it's not, so it's going to give false. Okay, so let's run this, and we see false. Okay, so that's multiple chaining. We can do other methods. So what we could do, let's create another string here and say, I'm just going to create my name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see if the string is all ASCII characters with the isASCII method. Okay, and this should return true because it's all ASCII characters. So we get true. Okay. We could also capitalize the string. So we could do my, and let me show you something here. My string, my string dot capitalize, and let's run this. And notice this, when I run the dot capitalize, even though I have T and the U capitalized, it only capitalizes the first letter of the string. And it actually makes everything else lowercase. So it makes the U and the Unkert lowercase. Okay. We could also check to see if the string ends with a certain character. So we could do print my string dot ends with, and let's see if it ends with an exclamation point. And this should be false, right? Because it's not ending with an exclamation point. So we get false. Now, if we go back here to my string, and if I add an exclamation point and now run this, I get true. Okay. We could check if it starts with something. So I could do my string dot starts with, let's do Tim, okay? And let's also do a different name. Let's do starts with Jimmy, okay? And if I run this, you get true, it does start with Tim, false, it doesn't start with Jimmy, okay? So that's another method you could do. We could check if the string is numeric. So let me go up here and just get rid of this stuff. So I'm going to print my string dot is, and we'll do numeric, okay? And this should yield false because it's not. Okay, so we get false. But if I go up and I change my string here, so let me change this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I run this, I should get true. Okay, so I get true. We can also check if it's just letters. So to do that, we do is alpha, okay? And this should yield false right here because it's numbers, okay? But if we go back up and let's change this to A, B, C, D, E, okay? Now if we run it, we'll get true, okay? Is alpha. We can check if it's alpha and numeric. So let's change my string. I'm going to give it password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fan of Spaceballs, of course. And we'll go here and we'll do is, and then this alnum function, okay? So we'll do this, and then let's do a few other strings. So I'm going to do my string 2, and I'll just have numbers. And then I'll do my string 3, and I'll just have letters. And actually one more. I'll do password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but give an exclamation point. All right, and then let's do my string 2. Oops, I didn't want that. Okay, there we go. My string 3 and my string 4. All right, and let's run this, okay? So we get true, 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 false. So the first 3, if you look at the first 3, let's go here, make some comments. So this is true because my string, password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, contains all alphanumeric or alpha and numeric characters. This one is also true because it does contain numeric characters. This one is true because it contains letters. And this one is false because it has the exclamation point at the end. Okay, so it's not an alphanumeric character. Okay, go up here. All right, so we can also do just, instead of using variable, I could just type a string in and then do the dot in the method. So I could do print, and let's do my name is Tim, and we'll do dot is title, okay? And let me copy this, and I'm just going to change this n to a lowercase. So the first one is in title case, the second one is not, so it should print true and false, okay? And we do indeed get true and false. Now, if I wanted to change here and wanted to do title dot is title, we should get true and true, okay? And we get true and true, okay? Talked about is alnum. We can also do is decimal. Maybe I'll get this all done in one video, just get it out. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we do is decimal, this is going to check to make sure it's a number. Everything's a number in there. And we got true. Okay, and let's actually clear out these first few lines. Now, if I go down here and do print and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot 6 or 0.6 is decimal, this is actually going to give false because the period is not a number. Okay, so we'll get true and false. And we get true and false. Okay. We can also strip spaces from the beginning and the end of string. So let's get rid of this and let's do print, and we'll do this string here, hello, and then we'll do dot strip. Okay, that's one method. And let's change the end here. Let's just do an asterisk at the end, and we'll duplicate this, and I'll do L strip, and then R strip, and then one more, and we'll just do without, the method here. Just kind of give you the asterisk to show you where the start and the end of the string is. Okay, so if we do this, we run it, we get, when we do strip, it strips the space from both the beginning and the end of the string. So we do hello, then there's an asterisk. When we do left strip, it just strips the space from the left. We've got a space till we get to our asterisk. If we do right strip, it just strips the space on the right, and we've got a space on the left. And then if we don't do anything, we've got a space on the left and a space on the right. Okay, so that's strip. We did start with. We can also do, let me get to the beginning here. Let's do join. We can join a list. So let's print, and if we want to join the list with a space, we'll do a space in between quotes, and we'll do dot join, and then as an argument we'll pass in a list. We'll do my name is, and then Tim. Okay, and then let's print this out, and we get my name is Tim as a single string. Okay, you could join this with, of course, anything here. So, I could, if I want to go online and search for a smiley face emoji, and let's see if I get this one, and let's just copy it, and if I just paste this in here and get rid of this, I can join it like this if I really wanted to, and run it, and we get it joined by the smiley face. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so you can use your imagination there. And we could also split a string into a list. So let's do that. So let's print, and we'll do a string, my name is Tim, and we'll do dot split, and we'll split it with a space. We'll split it on the spaces, right? So if we do this, we'll get a list. Okay, so we get my name is Tim. So it's kind of like the reverse of the join. We're getting the argument that we passed into the join if we do the split. Okay. All right, I think we will get this all done in one video. Let me get rid of this. And we could also do a little bit of pointless chaining here. So I could do print, and then we'll join based off the spaces, and then we'll pass in my name is Tim, and then we'll do a dot split here. So this dot split will create a list that we pass into this join here, and then we'll join it back into a string. So we should get the original string. So you can play with this stuff to really learn it well. So my name is Tim. We get the original string. That kind of shows you the inverse of the two. Okay. We can also do some right and left justification. So what we could do is we could print, and let's say my list, and we'll do dot rjust, and we're going to pass in an integer. Let's do 10, and I'll duplicate this line a bunch, and we'll change each of these. So this will be, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here. Let's say I was creating a grocery list or something. Do bananas, apples, what else? Oranges, naturally. Then we'll do grapes. Then we'll do pears. Then we'll do eggs. And then we'll do milk. Okay. All right. So if we do this, let's do this and run this program. So we get it. I don't know if you see this. Let's make this a little bit larger. But we get it all right justified. We could do left justification as well. But yeah, and we could also format this in a way. Let's actually close this out. And we could do centering. Okay. So I'm going to do type center here. Do center for all of these. And all right, and now if we open up our terminal and run this, we've got our list is centered. Pretty sweet. Okay. All right. Let me demonstrate some left justification. So let's do a fancy Hello World app here. So we'll do hello, and then we'll do dot ljust, and we're going to justify it. We're going to pass in our first argument is the number of spaces, and then the second argument we're going to pass in is what we want to fill those spaces with. We're going to do an exclamation point, and then we'll concatenate this onto world. So, this is a super awesome Hello World app. You might go to Google and say, hey, look at what I made. Hire me. And they'll be like, whoa, look at that. You've got exclamation points, 5 exclamation points between hello and world because, hello is 5 characters. We passed in 10 for our ljust. Okay. We can also, I showed you how in a previous video how to reverse a string. We can do that with a method as well. It's a little bit, I think the slice method is better personally, but I'm going to show you. So let's reverse my name, Tim Unkert. So I'm going to say name equals the string Tim Unkert, and then I'm going to do name equals reversed name, and that's going to give me an object. Okay, so I'm going to have to join it. So I'm going to now say name equals, and we're going to join. There's not going to be any spaces, but we're going to join the name here. Okay. And now let's print my name. So this should be reversed. As you can see, slicing is probably a little bit better. But yeah, we get the name reversed. And I think we finished this all in one video. So that's pretty cool. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.